Viewers, welcome again into our episode of today. We are going to be working today on the American War of Independence. We are going to look at the background of America, or the origin. Then we look at this definition of what a revolution is all about and the American War of Independence is all about. Let's look at the background. And then when we talk about the American War of Independence, we are looking at the Americans fighting to gain their independence from Britain. Which American? 13 North American territories. The British were among the early Europeans to land in America, whereby the first British man to land in America was called John Cabot. John Cabot was the first British man to land in America in 1497. By the year 1607, we founded the first British state in North America called Jamestown or Virginia. And by the year 1750, there were over 13 British colonies that were founded in North America. Which were these 13 North British American colonies that were founded in America by British citizens? These were territories such as North Carolina, South Carolina, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New Hampshire, New York, Georgia, Virginia, and Rhode Island. These were the 13 North American colonies that were founded by British citizens in North America. These territories were founded by mostly prisoners from Britain and poor citizens who left from Britain to America to go and fend for themselves, to go and do farming and other activities in order to survive, as well as Puritans who have criticized the Anglicans and were exiled out of Britain, and they went and founded these 13 colonies that I've mentioned them. And I said the first of these 13 colonies was Jamestown of Virginia, that was founded in 1607. When these 13 North American colonies were founded by the British citizens, these territories never had any link or relations with Great Britain. Why? Because the founders of these 13 colonies, though they came from Britain, but they were not loyal British citizens. So the British government did not have any interest in investing in these 13 colonies. Now, these 13 colonies were now facing a challenge in North America. The only challenge they were facing was because France had other territories in North America and in the west of America, as well as Spain that had territories in the south. And French and Spanish threat on the 13 colonies now posed a problem to the 13 colonies, and because of that, these 13 colonies, they needed the assistance of Britain. That is when now British has a relation with the 13 colonies. The relation with Britain and the 13 colonies now, it has to take us to what we are going to look as the American Revolution and American War of Independence. What was American Revolution? Now, the American Revolution, we define American Revolution as the political upheavals that unfolded in the 13 North American colonies from 1763 to 1783, whereby the 13 colonies did not want British monarchy and aristocracy, as they fought against the British authority and finally formed the United States of America. That is American Revolution. When we talk about American War of Independence, it is an integral part of the American Revolution. American War of Independence, we then define the war as the open confrontation, military confrontation that took place from 1775 between the 13 colonies and Britain. from 1775 to 1781, where it started in the Battle of Lexington and ended in the Battle of Yorktown. That was the American Revolution, which was part of the American War of Independence. Now, the American War of Independence now was the confrontation between the 13 colonies and Great Britain. At the end of this revolution, the Americans they defeated the British. The one thing we need to understand here is that before the American War of Independence erupted, there was a war where Britain fought against France and Spain. Don't forget, I have earlier mentioned that France had other territories in North America and in the west of America, such as Canada and the area west of River Mississippi, whereby Spain also had territories in the south of America, especially Florida. So France and Spain, they were posing a threat to the 13 North American colonies. So Britain has to come to the assistance of these 13 colonies. The British came and fought a war against France and its ally Spain, which was called the 7 Years' War. The 7 Years' War was fought from 1756 to 1763, and the war was fought in Europe, in America, and India. At the end of this war, the treaty was signed called the Treaty of Versailles, whereby, according to the Treaty of Versailles, France surrendered, and when France surrendered, Britain took all French territories in North America, such as Canada and the area west of Mississippi, as well as Spanish colonies, which was Florida. Now,